Hi friends, this is Vijay. Welcome to Competitors World. This is mock test number 9. Today we are going to discuss some of the most important questions on general science, that is chemistry. These questions are entirely based on previous year question papers. I hope this is going to be very helpful for the upcoming exams. So friends, before we start, don't forget to like my channel, share it, subscribe it, and press the bell icon by which you will be able to get the regular updates. Thank you so much. So let's start today's session. So the first question is in front of you. Which of the following imparts deep blue color to glass? Option A, cobalt oxide. Option B, that is cupric oxide. Option C, that is ferrous oxide. And option D, that is nickel oxide. So friends, you have to pause the video and give the answer on the paper sheet. And finally, you have to evaluate yourself and put your score in the comment box. Okay, so give the answer. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be, that is option A. Okay, so the answer will be, that is cobalt oxide. So cobalt oxide imparts deep blue color to the glass. If it asks about deep green color, if the question asks which what gives, what imparts deep green color to glass, so then the answer will be, that is chromium oxide. Okay, if it asks about green color, then answer will be that is chromium oxide. Clear? So move on to the next question, that is question number 2. Which of the following alloy is used in making magnet? So this is a very important question, and this question has been seen in many exams. Okay, so what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be, that is uh, option C. Okay, alnico. So what is alnico? So basically alnico belongs to the iron family. Okay, iron family. And how the name originates. Okay, so in addition to the iron alloys, uh, it is composed of aluminium, okay, nickel, and that is cobalt. Okay, so from aluminium Al, nickel Ni, and cobalt, that is Co. So with the combination, the name is called alnico. Okay, so move to the next question, that is question number 3. What is the chemical name for baking soda? Option A, sodium carbonate. Option B, sodium bicarbonate. Option C, sodium nitrate. And option D, that is sodium nitrate. So what will be the answer here? So give your answer. So here the answer will be, that is sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so the answer will be, that is sodium bicarbonate. So what is sodium bicarbonate? It is otherwise known as sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, so what is the symbol of sodium bicarbonate? That is NaHCO3. Clear? NaHCO3. Okay, so if we'll talk about the use of sodium bicarbonate, so sodium bicarbonate is basically used in making cakes, cookies, and biscuits. Okay, so another question might be asked about sodium carbonate. Okay, so what is sodium carbonate? If the question comes, what is sodium carbonate? So it is otherwise known as washing soda. Washing soda. So what is the symbol of sodium carbonate? That is Na2CO3. Is it clear? So move to the next question, that is question number 4. Which of the following is used as filler in tire of rubber? This is also a very important question. Okay, so what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be uh, option A, that is carbon black. Okay, so carbon black is basically used as filler in tire of rubber. Okay, So in addition to carbon black, silica is also used here. Silica is also used here. So carbon black is used 70%, 70% of carbon black, and that is 30% of silica is used here. Okay. So what is the work of carbon black? So basically, carbon black prevents the conduction of heat and thermal damage to the tire. It also increases, okay. So it also increases the lifespan of the tire. Lifespan of the tire. Move to the next question. That is question number 5. Okay. So saccharin is made of option A toluene, option B phenol, option C that is propane, and option D that is butane. So what will be the answer here? So the answer will be that is, okay. So option A toluene. Okay. So saccharin is made up of toluene, and saccharin is also known as artificial sweetener. Artificial artificial sweetener. Okay, so why it is known as artificial sweetener? Because it adds sweetness to the different products such as cold drinks, you can say cold drinks, candies, cookies. Okay, cold drinks, candies, cookies, etc., and different medicines also. Okay, so medicines and toothpastes. Okay, so if you'll talk about toluene, so what is toluene? Toluene is basically a an aromatic hydrocarbon. Okay, hydrocarbon. Okay, so and it is a colorless and water insoluble liquid. It doesn't dissolve in water. Okay, toluene doesn't dissolve in water. And if we'll talk about the structure of toluene, this is just like a structure of benzene. Okay, so this is the structure of benzene. Okay, so this is the structure of benzene, and if you'll add a methyl group here, so this is called toluene. Is it clear? So methyl group is added to benzene, so this is called toluene, and the toluene is also known as that is methyl benzene. Is it clear? So move to the next question, that is question number 6. The polymerization of which of the following is used in manufacturing of polythene in industry? So this is a very good question. So option A methane, option B styrene, option C acetylene, and option D that is ethylene. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be that is option D, ethylene. Is it clear? So move to the next question, that is question number 7. Aspirin is, what is aspirin? You must have heard this name, aspirin. So option A methoxybenzoic acid, option B that is methyl salicylate, and option C that is acetyl salicylic acid, and option D that is phenyl salicylate. So what will be the answer here? So this is a very good question, and here the answer will be that is option uh, C that is acetyl salicylic acid. Okay, that is called ASA. And why this aspirin is used? So aspirin is basically a medication. Okay, it is a medicine, and it reduces pain, fever, inflammation, etc. Okay, if we'll talk about the formula of aspirin, that is C9H8 and O4. Okay, is it clear? So move to the next question, that is question number 8. Which of the following is used in making smoke bombs? Okay, this is also very good question, and here I want to say this question was seen in SSC CGL 2005 and RRB NTPC also. RRB NTPC. Okay, NTPC. Clear? So what will be the answer here? Option A sulfur, option B phosphorus, option C hydrogen, and option D that is carbon. So here the answer will be that is option B. Okay, phosphorus. So phosphorus is used in making smoke bombs. Okay. So move on to the next question, that is question number 9. So German silver is an alloy of option A copper, nickel and silver, option B silver, copper and aluminium, option C that is zinc, copper and nickel, option D that is zinc, silver and copper. Okay, so what will be the answer here? You must have thinking the must be thinking that a German silver must be made of silver. Okay, so this is absolutely wrong. Silver is not present in German silver, so it is made up of that is zinc, copper and nickel. Okay, so zinc, copper and nickel will be the right answer, and this question often seen in exam. Okay, this question is often seen in exam. Okay, so move on to the next question. That is question number 10. Which of the following is petroleum wax? Okay, option A beeswax, option B Kamawa wax, and option C paraffin wax, option D jojoba wax. So what will be the answer here? So basically petroleum wax is also a paraffin wax. Okay, so answer will be that is paraffin wax. Move on to the next question, that is question number 11. Which is the purest form of iron? So this is also a very important question. Option A steel, option B cast iron, option C pig iron and option D that is wrought iron. So what will be the answer here? So here that the answer will be that is wrought iron. So if you will talk about wrought iron, so the carbon content is about that is 0.122, that is 0.25%, 25%. Clear? So move on to the next question, that is question number 12. Detergents used for cleaning clothes and utensils contain option A nitrates, option B bicarbonates, option C that is sulfonates, okay, option D that is bismuths. Okay, so what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be that is option C. Okay, so detergents are basically they are sulfonates. Okay, they are the sodium sulfonates of higher fatty acids, so sulfonates will be the right answer. So move on to the next question, that is question number 13. Which of the following is super cooled liquid? This is also a very important question. Super cooled liquid. Option A ice cream, option B Teflon, option C glass and option D that is mercury. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be that is glass. We must be thinking that glass is a solid metal, but it is a super cooled liquid. Okay, so it is liquid in super cooled form, so the answer will be that is glass. Move on to the next question, that is question number 14. The cathode of a lead storage battery is made up of, so what will be the answer here? Option A zinc, option B lead, option C that is lead oxide, option D that is manganese dioxide. So what will be the answer? So here the answer will be that is option C. Okay, lead oxide. And if we'll talk about cathode sorry, lead storage battery, here the electrolyte used is sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4. Okay, so move on to the next question, that is question number 15. Tear gas is, this is also a very important question. Tear gas is option A chloroquine, option B carbonyl chloride, option C nitrous oxide and option D that is bleaching powder. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be that is carbonyl chloride. So this is a very important question, just remember it. Move on to the next question, that is question number 16. Aluminum can be purified by, okay, option A oxidation, option B distillation, option C that is electrolysis and option D that is ozonolysis. So what will be the answer? So here the answer will be that is electrolysis. So aluminum is basically purified by the process of electrolysis. So move on to the next question, that is question number 17. Impure camphor is purified by, so camphor is that is gandha karpura. So impure camphor is purified by option A sublimation, option B fractional distillation, sorry, crystallization, option C that is fractional distillation and option D that is steam distillation. So what will be the answer here? So the camphor is basically purified by the process of that is called sublimation. Okay, so if you will talk about sublimation, what is sublimation? So sublimation is the transition of a substance. Okay, so transition of a substance directly from the that is solid state to that is gaseous state. Okay, solid state to gaseous state. Okay, the substance is directly converted from solid state to gaseous state and without passing the liquid state. So liquid state is omitted here. Okay, so if you will talk about ice, okay, when it melts, it is converted into liquid state, and then it is converted to, after being heated, it is converted into gaseous state. But in case of camphor, this doesn't happen. Okay, this is directly converted into the gaseous state. So this process is known as, that is, sublimation. Is it clear? So move on to the next question, that is question number 18. Okay, the type of metal used in printing press. This is a very important question. So option A, lead and copper, option B, lead and antimony, option B, that is lead and bismuth, option C, D, that is lead and zinc. So what will be the answer here? So this is also a very important question. Okay, so here the answer will be, that is lead and antimony. Okay, so Pb and Sb. Okay, lead and antimony are used in printing press. Okay, okay. So move on to the next question. That is question number 19. So Bhopal gas tragedy is associated with leakage of. So this is also important question, and this is also an important question, and this question has been seen in many exams. You all must have known this answer. So option A, carbon dioxide, option B, nitrogen dioxide, option C, sulfur dioxide, option D, that is methyl isocyanate. So here the answer will be, that is option D. Okay, methyl isocyanate. Okay, so if we'll talk about this Bhopal gas tragedy, this happened in the year, that is 1984. Okay, that was very pathos moment for our country, and near about 4,000 people died in that incident. Okay, so move on to the next question, that is question number 20. The acid rain destroys vegetation because it contains option A, nitric acid, option B, ozone, option C, carbon monoxide, and option D, that is sulfur. So what will be the answer here? Okay, so here the answer will be, that is sulfuric acid. So the acid rain basically contains, that is sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Okay, so move on to the next question, that is question number 21. Plaster of Paris is made by partial dehydration of. So this is also a very important question. Plaster of Paris, if we'll talk about plaster of Paris, then the symbol of formula plaster of Paris is CaSO4 half H2O. Okay, so here what will be the answer? Epsom salt, option B, gypsum salt, option C, that is blue vitriol, option D, that is green vitriol. So here the answer will be, that is option B, gypsum salt. So okay, so the plaster of Paris is made by the partial dehydration of, that is gypsum salt. If we'll talk about gypsum salt, the symbol, the formula is CaSO4 2 H2O. Okay, okay, it is converted into plaster of Paris. So move on to the next question, that is question number 22. Water can be separated from alcohol. Water by the mixture of. Okay, water can be separated by the uh, separated from alcohol by the process of, option A, decantation, option B, evaporation, option C, that is distillation, and option D, that is sublimation. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be, that is option C, distillation. Okay, so generally water is separated, sorry, alcohol is water can be separated from alcohol by the process of distillation, that is called fractional distillation. That is called fractional distillation. So what is fractional distillation? So it is the separation of liquid mixture into fractions differing in boiling point. Okay, as all of you know, the water and alcohol, okay, so the water and alcohol both have separate boiling point. Okay, so here, so by this process of fractional distillation, okay, alcohol and water are separated. So move on to the next question, that is question number 23. The substance most commonly used as a food preservative. This is also a very important question. Food preservative is option A, sodium carbonate, option B, tartaric acid, option C, acetic acid, and option D, that is sodium salt of benzoic acid. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be that is option D. Sodium salt of benzoic acid is commonly used as a food preservative. So move on to the next question, that is question number 24. Milk sugar is. This is also very important question. Option A lactose, option B maltose, option C galactose, and option D that is sucrose. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be lactose. Okay, let me explain all the things. Okay, lactose is basically a disaccharide. Okay, lactose is a disaccharide. Okay, so what is and its molecular formula is C12H22O11. Okay, C12H22O11. Okay, so uh, let me tell you that 1 cup of white milk, okay, 1 cup of white milk contains near about 12 gram of natural occurring sugar, and this is called lactose. You must have tasted milk, and it gives a sweet taste. Okay, slightly sweet taste. This is called lactose. Okay, so if you will talk about what is monosaccharide, what is disaccharide, so the monosaccharide is basically the glucose, fructose, and that is galactose. Glucose, fructose, and galactose, these are known as monosaccharides. Okay, so if we'll talk about disaccharide, then this is sucrose. Okay, this is sucrose, and lactose, maltose, these are disaccharide, but galactose is a monosaccharide. Okay, so what happens when two monosaccharides combine together? This forms a disaccharide. Okay, how sucrose is formed? Sucrose is formed by the combination of glucose and fructose. Okay, so glucose and fructose combine to form sucrose. If we'll talk about maltose, okay, so glucose plus glucose, okay, maltose is formed. And if we'll talk about lactose, then glucose plus galactose. Okay, so just remember what is monosaccharide and what is disaccharide. Question often comes, okay, to recognize what is monosaccharide and what is disaccharide. So move on to the next question, that is question number 25. Catalyst is a substance which, option A, increases the rate of reaction, option B, decreases the rate of reaction, option C, has no action on the rate of reaction, option D, that is none of these. So what will be the answer? So here the answer will be that is option D. Okay, why this answer is none of the above? Okay, so why the work of the catalyst is generally either to increase or to decrease. Okay, we cannot say specifically it increases the rate of reaction or it decreases the rate of reaction. Okay, so here the answer will be that is none of the above. Move on to the next question, that is question number 26. The gas used for filling weather balloon, this is also very important question. Option A helium, option B hydrogen, option C air, and option D that is nitrogen. So here the answer will be that is helium. Okay, so why helium? Because helium is more lighter than that of air. Move on to the next question, that is question number 27. Hydrogen is not found in atmosphere because, option A, it is highly inflammable, option B, it is the lightest gas, option C, it is absorbed by plants, option D, it is immediately combines with oxygen to form water. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be that is option B. Okay, it is the lightest gas. Okay, so you must know that the hydrogen is lighter than that of air. Okay, the hydrogen is lighter than that of air, so it is easily escaped from the Earth's gravity. So Earth is not able to capture or hold the hydrogen in its periphery. Okay, so here the answer will be that is it is lighter than gas. Move on to the next question, that is question number 28. Who discovered the atom bomb? This is also very important question, and this question often seen in many exams. Option A Madame Curie, option B Pierre Curie, option C that is Otto Hahn, and option D that is Albert Einstein. So here the answer will be that is Otto Hahn. Okay, so Otto Hahn discovered atom bomb. Move on to the next question, that is question number 29. What material is used to make electric heater coil? You must have known this answer. Option A copper, option B iron, option C silver, and option D that is nichrome. So here the answer will be that is option D nichrome. So what is nichrome? Nichrome is basically alloy of that is nickel. Okay. So move on to the next question, that is question number 13 and today's last question. The major constituent of air is option A nitrogen, option B carbon dioxide, option C oxygen, and option D that is hydrogen. So what will be the answer here? So here the answer will be that is option A. Okay. So the major constituent of air is nitrogen. So in air near about 78.09% of nitrogen is there. If we'll talk about carbon dioxide, then this is 0.04%. If we'll talk about oxygen, so this is 21.95%. If you'll talk about hydrogen, this is near about 0.93, I think. Okay, so move on to the next question. So now this is the last question. Okay, so friends, uh, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like it, share it, and press the bell icon for regular updates. I hope this session was uh, very much useful to you. Okay, so thank you so much. If you want to join the Telegram group or WhatsApp group, the link is given in the description box. You can also join for the regular PDFs. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks a lot.